We're at 612 Autoworks where we're making way on the Power Wagon. Last time you saw, we were scanning the interior, scanning door panels, scanning the outside. Since then, we have brought everything into CAD, all our scans, and started designing parts and making them. We sent out a ton of parts to get printed in metal, in aluminum to be specific. We printed a ton of parts in-house, including these back interior panels behind me, which we're going to talk about in just a few moments. But we're going to go downstairs as well and show you what the update is. We have a dashboard in, we have a lot of cutting that has happened, we have paint on the truck, there is powder on axles, the frame is at powder coat. There's so much stuff going on right now. But first, we're going to talk about these panels, give you a little bit of an update on what we did with them, and go from there. So after we scanned everything inside, like I said, we brought it into our CAD program, Fusion 360. We used forms in Fusion to create our panels, and that basically gives us working room with making faces and dragging points, and rather than creating sketches. We went with a very smooth and old style design because the truck is obviously dated, but there's also elements of design that are more modern, like very sharp edges. So we figured we'd blend the two worlds together. You'll see downstairs the more sharper parts that we made that blend from this very curvy part to the A-pillars, and it becomes more sharp as you go to the dashboard, and it gives it more of a modern feel when you're actually in the driver's seat. We made these panels out of ABS. We're not going to have any problem with heat or anything inside the truck because we did insulate, and ABS is good for withstanding heat and UV. We used the dovetail method to breaking up the parts, so it made it really easy to come together and actually piece together for our big puzzle. We did the back section in 2 halves, and we wanted a nice seamless, or as much as seamless as possible. We used magnets because everything in the cab is magnets. There's roll bars and there's sheet metal, so we figured magnets are going to be the best way for installation. There will be points where there's bolts, especially in the A-pillars right here. There's 2 holes. That's where our grab handle is going to be. So we made 2 buckles out of 3D printed metal aluminum. We're probably going to put another fixture somewhere else, and then the headliner sits right on top of this. Once we get these fitted downstairs in a bit, we're going to send them out to our upholsterer to get wrapped, and hopefully we'll get them back soon so we could get this interior buttoned up. So we're going to go downstairs and check out what's going on down there, and then we're going to mash it all together and make something out of it. We are down here on the interior of the truck, installing the panels, attempting to install the panels. Throw some B-roll in there of the magnets affixing to the body of the truck. It's awesome. Just struggling with this bolt right now because for some reason it doesn't want to line up. And I'm fitting these A-pillars, and I realized I don't have a couple of the pieces that I need for here. It's got 2 holes, so I could drill holes and put a trim panel, but I don't have them there at the upholsterer, so I'm gonna have to figure out another way to make this work. All right, so we just finished cutting up our panels and pretty happy with it. The only thing we got to do is make filler pieces to plastic weld in to basically match the 2 different pieces that were designed separately, and then we're going to have some sort of overlay for a trim to cover the seam where the 2 halves meet together. I mean, we could make it all one piece, but it might be a little difficult to maneuver and put into place when we do go to assemble, and just having these in multiple pieces is a little easier to deal with during assembly. So we got to cut the length for the seatbelt adjuster track, and then we're going to reinforce our A-pillars with some metal behind the plastic prints because it is very thin and fragile. That's my fault. I should have printed it a little thicker. And then we'll probably, not today, but we'll test fit the headliner up with all our panels, and once everything is fitted and we can bolt everything up. We're getting there. We are getting there. So we finished cutting all our panels and matching the edges to each other. Now we're forming this back panel because during printing it got a little warped, and this entire shell is not perfectly symmetrical, so we got to put a little elbow grease into it. We formed it with the heat gun, Now we're just gonna add one more magnet in this corner to go to this roll bar to take the pressure off of it hanging down in this corner and to take the pressure off of just this magnet. So 2 spots that it's magnetized to will be a lot better for strength. And we're just gluing it on with some CA glue because you don't need a lot of strength for these. Now I'm kind of guesstimating, but I think I'm on point. So we finished matching up our edges, formed our panels, added more magnets. We're gonna have to move a couple. Traced our back window, so now we're gonna take these out, cut the back window out, put the panel back again, and see how everything fits. Maybe I reinforce this too. The flannel's off, I'm covered in plastic. We finished cutting everything. And then the next time you see these panels, they will be wrapped and going in the truck, and you're gonna see final assembly on this truck. This thing is going to be sick and it's gonna come together so nicely. We'll go over all the other stuff in the next video. So please comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Good night, everybody.